slightly better players, James. I've just received a photo from Dustin Fletcher. He's in Thailand in a bar. Now, this has just come to my phone. And this is up in the bar that he's in at the moment. Now, Lordy looks gay to me on the left. I don't know what... And who is in the back corner on the right? Yeah. You're looking good, James. It's a really surreal and weird feeling being up here, and it's my turn to retire. 14 years, arrived at the club as a 17-year-old, pre-season of 1999. Essendon had just been knocked out by North Melbourne in the Marshmallow final. And Kevin Sheedy, obviously the coach in my first year, we brought in John Quinn, and it brought in a new standard of professionalism, a ruthless outlook, and it was instilled in me from the very start that whatever it takes, you got to go as hard as you can, hate every other team, to be a successful person at this club. I've tried to carry that through my career for the whole time. Hurdy, I'd really like to thank you for your guidance, through my career. You helped me train hard, set a professional level, and most of all, you helped me be a good person. I'll never forget the day that you picked me up in my first week, and you'd won the Brownlow a few years earlier, and you were driving a convertible BMW. And we were going down to Torquay for a training camp, and I met you at your home in East Melbourne at the time. You were on Tanya's, and we were driving through the city, and I got, geez, heard he drives fast. And we got pulled over. And the policeman got out and he said, I knew it was you, Hurdy, because of your ears. Anyway, thank you, mate, for everything you've done for me. You don't have to speak again tonight, do you? I'd really like to thank David and Sonia Evans for everything that you've done for my wife, Leanne, Ariana, and the support that you've shown us. It's meant a lot to us, and we're going to miss those times up at the farm, relaxing over pizza and red wine and discussing the footy club. So thank you very much, Evo and Sonia. I'd really like to thank Ian Robson for his support over a number of years. I think he's a great person, and he's really helped me through my retirement. Sound advice, and been a close mate, and thank you very much, Robert. Thank you. I'd also like to congratulate Joby Watson on the Brownlow medal. It was magnificent. I was unfortunately in Sydney, but I was cheering for you, mate, and it was a great experience, and one I'll never forget. You're a great person. I love your empathy for your teammates. I loved being my captain, and I wish you all the best for the future. Thanks, Joby. I think the club's in a good spot when you have James Hird, David Evans, Ian Robson, and Jobe Watson as the four guys in charge of your footy club. You could not ask for any better people. They will lead this club to the next premiership. No other person will, and I fully believe that. So good luck, boys. I'd like to thank all the trainers and staff over a number of years of my career. I've been fortunate to have a wonderful relationship with all those people, and they are truly the backbone behind this footy club. And I've had some touching moments with them over the years. We've gone through some hard losses, some great wins, but I really appreciate your support, and the club is absolutely nothing without you guys, so thank you very much. I'd like to make mention of a special little person called Phil the Boot Stutter. but he likes to be called Phil the Boot Technician. So, Phil, I know you're out there, mate. Thank you very much. You're a good little man. You've always been by my side. Boots were never clean, but thank you very much, mate. I'd like to touch on how important player sponsors can be in your life. Now, most players in the room, or every player in the room, has a player sponsor. And can I just touch on my story? I have a very special family in my life in Joe and Tanina, Simona, Carla and Maria Versace, who have sponsored me for a number of years. And just started off as my sponsors. They are now my most very trusted and best friends, or Ariana and Leanne as well. Our best of friends are on our table tonight. We'd like to thank you for everything you've done. I'd like to thank Adrian Dodoro, who drafted me back in 1999 at pick number 9. So thank you, Adrian. Hope I repaid some of your faith, mate. I did my very best, so thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking this bloke, but Doc Reed, where are you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stand up. Oh, you are. We just got back from the footy trip together. We had a great time, and it was actually Doc Reed, David Evans and Hurdy via the phone that, not decided my future, but we discussed my future over a red wine at Doc Reed's house. And although it was tough, they put some sense through some chaos times, and they settled me, and we made the decision together. And Reedy, you've been a great person, always reliable, and going to miss you, mate. I look forward to catching up with you soon. I'd also like to acknowledge Bruce Haymanson too, who's been a great friend of mine, and we know his battles. Mate, you're looking terrific tonight yet again. You're a tough man and you're an inspiration. Thanks, mate. Not long to go, I promise. I'd really like to thank Kevin Sheedy. Sheeds was a fantastic coach. I loved him dearly, still do, and showed a lot of faith in me. And I'll never forget on the eve of the 2001 Grand Final, on the Thursday night, and I had a phone call from Matthew Drain saying, Kevin Sheedy would like to meet you in the Southern Stand tonight at 7:30. And I went to the Southern Stand that night at about 7:30, and I thought, if this bloke drops me, I'm going to give it to him. And I went to the security guard and I said, Kevin Sheedy wouldn't be here, would he? And he said, yeah, he's in the Southern Stand waiting for you. And I said, I'm walking up the stairs of the Southern Stand. You better not drop me, Sheeds, for God's sake. I've done everything I could to get here. I missed 2000. I'm not missing this. And I sat down next to him and he goes, g'day, Spike, how you going? I said, you better not be dropping me, Sheeds. And he said, no, I want you to sit next to me. I want you to realise what you're about to go out in front of the thousands of people, what you can do for this club and bring home a premiership. And I was like, oh, thank God for that. And I was in the side, and then he tried to sell me his book, and I... and unfortunately, we didn't win, but that was the last time we ever got there. I'd like to thank Mark Harvey, one of my all-time favourite coaches. I'd like to thank the Essendonians. I've had a fair bit to do in all the coterie groups. Thank you very much, boys and women. You've been fantastic over the years, and I appreciate all your support. I'd really like to thank the members and supporters. I think I've had a great relationship over the years with the members and supporters, and I've tried. I never wanted to let my teammates down, but I also never wanted to let the supporters down. So I think I've tried to do as much as I possibly could, so thank you. I'd love to thank my mum and dad who are here tonight, who have had a big week. How many beers have you had this week, Dad? It's been a big week, obviously, and congratulations to my little brother. How good was that? That was awesome. That was one of the best moments I have ever felt. It was great, but being drafted from the Central Coast, an hour and a half north of Sydney, at my auntie Colleen at the time was holding the phone to the television so we could listen to it to see where I'd be drafted. And it was in Mum and Dad's room, and when my name came out and Essendon had picked me, it was one of the best feelings I've ever felt. And my mum and dad did everything they possibly could to give me and Jared a chance to play AFL footy. And, you know, I've played a number of games for the Bombers, and my brother's now a premiership captain, and we owe all that to my mum and dad, so thank you, Mum and Dad. And my beautiful wife, Leanne, who is expecting our second, which is great. She's an absolute rock, and she's always behind me, no matter what. And little Ariana is a beautiful little girl, and yeah, my wife, yeah, I hope so. We're moving back to Sydney on Saturday, so it's an end of an era, and we'll do this together, and we've got a strong relationship, and we'll fight through it. We'll be right. Thank you to my teammates. My teammates are, well, I'm very fortunate that my teammates are fantastic people. They were absolutely gutted with the way we finished this year, and what I'm very happy about when I leave, that the culture of this football club is outstanding. I can assure you that the players we have, the relationships they've struck up, the way they want to win, the way they want to be a part of success, I'm very proud of, and I think we have the right team, the right people to do the right things, and I thank you very much to my teammates, past and present. Thank you very much. And just to finish, I never ever want you to have the feeling that I had a few weeks ago. I was sitting in the stands of Sydney versus Collingwood, and they ran out, and I was like, shit, I want to be a part of this again. I want to play again. And then I was down the rooms of the Swans the other night after the game, and the way the wind binded players, wives, girlfriends, coaches, support staff, trainers, it's the best feeling in the world. It is incredible. I was there in 2000, didn't play, but I was there. But it took 12 years later to realise that that's why you play. That's what we do. That's why supporters support us. But the best feeling is that 22 guys put their arms around together and sing that song, and see my brother a part of that. There's no better feeling, and this club can produce that. I know free agency is there, but do whatever you can to stay here. Nowhere else. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a one-club player. I'm a Bomber forever. Thank you.